So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our discussion of planets through Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand planet moon placement in the 8th house of your D-9 chart. And what are going to be the results that are particularly associated with this placement of moon. And I will also help you to understand the spiritual significance of moon, particularly in the 8th house of Navamsa chart in this particular video. Because let me tell you one thing in advance, moon in the 8th house of your Navamsa chart have the capability to remove all the negativity and even all the curses that are going to be connected with your astrological chart. But first of all, before actually deeply diving into the results that are connected with this moon, you need to have the basic understandings of what is actually the 8th house of the D9 chart and how it differs from the 8th house of the D1 chart. Now, 8th house in the D9 chart is the major representation of any sort of major setbacks that are eventually going to be coming into your life. Also, in order for you to understand from which areas these major setbacks are coming, you can check by simply looking into the sign of Cancer in the D1 chart, like in which house the sign of Cancer is posited. Okay, it means from that particular area the major setbacks are coming. And what is your overview or how that setback is going to creating an impact into your life, whether these setbacks have some combined positive impact into your life, like your mindset is going to be then totally changed and your life journey is going towards more constructive side, or whether your mindset after receiving such kind of a setbacks is going more towards the negative side. That part totally depend over the dignity and the strength of this graha. By mean to say the dignity, you need to check in which zodiac sign this moon is posited, and conjunction of moon in the Navamsa chart is also going to play a very pivotal role. This is also the house which will eventually help you to understand the financial significance, like how seriously you are going to be taking your financial journey, specifically after your marriage life aspect. The impact of finance in your own marriage life aspect, that part can also be studied using this house. But first of all, let me give you a strong influence or the strong connecting factor of this moon. Whenever moon is actually coming into the 8th house of the D9 chart, something is coming from the lineage into your life. By mean to say something is coming from the lineage, it's actually the pattern. By mean to say a pattern of the lineage, for example, your father, your grandfather, or maybe your mother or the mother side family. It depends whether the sun and moon are forming some connection or not. Otherwise, this moon is going to be more over the mother side. So whatever the pattern that your mother side family have eventually faced, the similar kind of a pattern you will eventually going to be seeing drawing into your life. Now, this is the pattern if it is strongly connected with the 7th house. So the relationship pattern which your family members face, like whether they are going to be having a cord relationship in this stage, they are getting married and then they are having kids or these kind of a thing, or if it is forming connection with the career or any other area. So the pattern or the similarity of pattern will eventually going to be coming from that particular area. Now, the main part is the affliction to this graha and how the moon is actually getting afflicted. I will tell you, moon particularly is forming any sort of karmic connectivity with Rahu and Ketu axis. This is forming a affliction. But most of the time when I'm using the word affliction in the Vedic astrology, people are treating it as more into the negative side. I will tell you, moon is a very Somya graha. It represents your mind actually. And sometime affliction to moon have the capability to give you results into the longer duration of the time. Because moon is that kind of a soft planet. If for example, you are receiving some initial setbacks into your life, because I told you this is the house which represents the main setbacks which are coming into your life. So suppose initially you are receiving some sort of a emotional setback. It may be coming because of some traumatic experiences from the family. Now, if the moon is not afflicted and it is sitting all alone, this have the capacity to create much deeper impact inside the individual's life. So where people are actually holding lot of grudges and all of negative stuff inside them. On the other hand, if the moon is forming some affliction with any other graha, It may be more malefics are surrounding this moon, or moon in the 2nd and 8th house of the Navamsha axis, more multiple planets are posited up there, or maybe it is in conjunction with the Rahu and Ketu axis. Now, whenever the moon is gaining more affliction, it means the more amount of different belief systems have the capability to create an impact over your mind, over the moon. And when different set of belief systems that are eventually going to be creating an impact in this moon, then moon have the capacity to find a conclusion or drive the conclusion based over multiple different set of belief systems that are going to be posited in this moon. And when these multiple things are coming on the single most graha, this actually have the capacity to create a resolving of karma or resolving of the conflicting situations into your life, where these people no longer hold any sort of grudges. And that is where the more spiritual side of this Chandra graha have the capability to come up in front of you. Because planets that are actually going into the 8th house, it's a pure representation of the like tree shedding the leaves actually. Every year in the spring season, you see the trees are going to shed their leaves. So why these trees are shedding the leaves? So that the new leaves will come. Similar kind of experiences you are going to be getting with this moon actually. And by mean to say shedding of that leaves, it's the shedding of your old belief systems, which is coming from your eons and eons of your family. So whatever the combined family belief systems are going to be coming, and your moon is in the 8th house, it's going to be destroying all that belief systems. And that is where also this moon have the capability to rise high. Moon is also very advantageous kind of a placement in the 8th house, because it's no longer only going to be creating impact into your life. This actually have the capacity to create the impact as a whole. By mean to say as a whole, so the surroundings are also actually getting purified because of this moon graha. I have even seen many spiritual sadhaks and saints, not pure spiritual sadhaks, that are actually into their grihastha ashrams as well. They are married, having their complete family, but still they, from the inside, they are following the path of the renunciation or the viragya, like where these people are not much attached with the final outcome of the thing. And that is the best way in which you will be able to utilize this moon energy into your favor. Like you are no longer connected with the final outcome, and that is the end result of this moon. Because over the passage of time, I will tell you, this moon is going to be creating that sort of revolving karmas in your life, where you are going to be going through one set of thing, one set of experiences, second set, 3 set, 4 set, and in multiple set of experiences. Moreover, the combined experiences that you are going to be gaining, that actually have the capacity to resolve the conflicting situations which is connected with this moon. Next important point is connected with the financial aspect. Now, I have already told you in many previous videos also, benefics in the 8th house have the capability to take financial journey very seriously. And why they are taking serious journey is because of the fear factor. It's not coming because of the enjoyment. Benefics in the 8th house, they are not like making money or looking for the monetary part for the enjoyment basis. They are doing that part because of the fear factor. And this is the fear factor of losing someone, of not having enough money into their life. If you look, the exaltation of the moon is in the sign of Taurus. So Taurus is the sign which is ruled by Venus. It means if you are surrounded with many materialistic objects, only then your moon is going to be feeling more comfortable. I'm not here saying only materialistic things. It also includes the basic needs and necessity of the human being. Taurus is the food actually. So if you are having food to eat, it also represents all the different things which you require. It's food, clothing and shelter. Mainly these 3 things actually. So moon is actually in that 8th house realm is going to be more strict towards taking the financial actions into their life. And the problem with this moon is, suppose the person whom you are actually getting married is not taking their financial journey in the more strict manner, and that is where the friction will eventually going to be coming. Matchmaking is also going to be a wonderful thing in Vedic astrology in order to look after these kind of things. But most of the time, this moon in the 8th house is always sitting on the giving end actually. Like you keep on taking such constructive actions in your family, by mean to say family specifically as an householder. Like you are maybe thinking ahead of the time, after 10, 15, 20 years, my children, they are going to be getting grown up. So I need to do this, maybe SIP mutual fund right now, so that I'm more inclined into the financial side, and so that my family is not going to be facing any problems up there. But on the other hand, if the partner is going to be totally opposite, then this is going to be creating a problematic scenario. But overall, I will tell you, moon in the 8th house have the capability to break you or free you from all the different curses which are also going to be present. This placement is totally different from moon in the 8th in the D-1 chart actually. Moon in 8th house have the capability to produce a extremely different result, whereas moon in that particular area. Okay, you can check out all these videos as well, and then you will be able to differentiate and find out the results. Even the final conclusion can be drawn with the zodiac sign placement and the sign of Cancer specifically. Whether there are certain planets posited in the sign of Cancer in the D9 chart or not. Maybe sometime exalted Jupiter is posited in the sign of Cancer that have the capacity to create impact over this moon. Maybe your moon is in the sign of Scorpio, but the sign of Cancer, which is ruled by moon, Jupiter is posited up there. Maybe Saturn is posited up there. That will eventually help us to create certain alteration into the result. But overall, I will tell you, this is one of the most positive graha in the 8th house. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations with regards to your moon placement, you can drop me an email and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. If you require any marriage, career, spiritual or even business consultation, so do let me know. And make sure to please subscribe my channel below, hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And you can also follow me on Instagram and you can send me super thanks also. So I'm going to be meeting you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and Hare Krishna.